I think the world needs a lot of more young, angry women, to be honest.
In 2025, Greta Thunberg said that the world needs more young, angry women. And this is a problem with people. They think that anger is their right, or they have rights to be angry, and as a problem is mindset, people mindset, because ultimately anger is not a right. It's an emotion, one that can blind you from judgment, blind you from seeing the world for what it really is, and blind you from seeing the community as a whole, because anger is a powerful emotion, but it comes with negative consequences, because it's one that is really a negative emotion. For example, you watch news every day and you feel angry and angry, and you want this feeling of anger to stop, or you don't want. Actually, many people actually don't want their anger to stop. They just want to be angrier and angrier. And I think it's a problem because we consume news like it's a ritual. We do that. News will make you angry all the time, and I think if you can stop watching news, that will be good. But ultimately, practice mindfulness is helpful. And ultimately, you don't want to try to save the world, because the world doesn't need saving. And being angry is not a right in any way. It's just emotion. You feel angry. Yes, I have felt angry for the past many years. I have felt angry. But at the same time, I allow myself to take it slow and not feel angry. And I find I'm happier when I'm not feeling that emotion, because ultimately I see the world in a better place. For example, there's this line from a TV show, Westworld, spoken by Dolores Bonate. She said, some people choose to see the ugliness in this world, the disarray. I choose to see the beauty. And I think as an individual, we need to choose to see the beauty, no matter how terrible it seems. You need to find a reason to see beauty in the world and feel less angry, because if you don't, you're going to be corrupted by this emotion and fears and pain. Anger and pains can destroy you if you let them. Ultimately, if you listen too much of Greta Thunberg, she doesn't have a life experience. She only sees things from a very limited point of view if you were to listen to her. And when people claim her to be brave, in certain aspects she is brave, but she also really uneducated in a lot of things, because she all about feelings. And I think one of the things protesters do is like, what do you want? Equality. When do you want? Now. And I think this mindset is really not a good way, because you can't bring change to the world right now. It takes time. Even though if you're a good person, it takes a long time to do that. And in order to see that what you're doing is stupid, you need to feel not angry, but to feel calm and sincerely, and I don't know what that was. Serenity. And I think ultimately what you tell yourself is that you need to feel angry, and because it's your right, it's your birthright, and you just go down this path of fighting for justice or save the world, we fight for everyone. I think you live in a bit of fictional world, in a way that you live in a fantasy world. Fantasy not necessarily a bad thing, but in the end, if you live in that world, it's going to be not helpful. So I think the best way to go in life to see the world from what it really is. Don't see it from anyone's perspective. Just see the world from what it really is, and practice mindfulness and reduce the anger. Don't carry the anger with you. If it's having a negative impact, you don't carry it with you. It's not worth it. And don't let anyone pursue your thinking. Just embrace positivity. Maybe positivity might come as too much at some point to some people, but embrace goodness within you, the feel good about yourself and just save yourself from this madness. Don't save the world. Don't be angry. Just save yourself.